of Spain had dropped out through injury, leaving Peter de Brain to go on his own, and he managed second place behind Boyer. But Rob Dixon a little off the pace at the halfway stage, with the giant Fijian out on his own at the top.
You know, I'm very proud to be an islander. I have a very strong background in the warrior ways. I extend that into my performances here.
Tell us about this wonderful construction around your neck.
This is actually sacred to me. It's called a Witani. It was 3 years in the making. All the symbols on it represent part of my family's history. It's also a challenge symbol.
Now we're off to the beach for a relatively new event that really will test them to the limit. Well, you know how the guys have been struggling a bit with the Husafeld stone that's just 200 kilograms? Well, this next event is a real strongman event. 10 boulders, total weight 350 kilos or thereabouts, that's 800 pounds. And if 800 pounds is a kind of hard concept to gather, how does the idea of 8 women grab you?
Well, we've seen this event in World's Strongest Man before, but it's never, ever been as heavy as this. Whit Baskin of the USA, the Oklahoma man, has got to get a very firm grip indeed. So away we go. It's 26 degrees down there, and the altitude will play its part as well. The lungs will be burning as much as the arms and the legs. Oh, he's struggling already. It's going, it's gone. It's only 120 degrees. He's annoyed with himself.
How heavy does that feel on your biceps?
It's pretty brutal. As soon as you pick it up, your arms just sink down and you just try to cover as much ground as before you give out.
Is it all about leg speed as well?
Basically foot speed and arm strength, holding it up like that and trying to breathe. It's almost impossible to get any air in when you're doing it.
Take your position.
Rob Dixon next, similar in stature to Whit Baskin, trying to keep that as high on his chest as he possibly can. Now then, his last performance, a 4th place in the power stairs, desperately disappointed and needs good points here. Heading towards 120 degrees, which is the lead by the American. Looking skywards, looking for some sort of inspiration, and he's going well. That's not a bad performance, 190 degrees. Good performance by Dixon, and that puts the pressure on the rest.
Oh, it's heavy, man. I mean, as soon as you pick it up, you think, God, I'm going to do 3 steps. You know, you're fighting for your air. I mean, with 5,000 altitude up here, you're fighting for every step of the way. I think the key is look up to the heavens.
It was all too much for the South African Peter de Brain. He managed just 20 degrees. And for Hugo Girard of Canada, well, he could barely move it, just 10. So now, Boyer was the only man left.
Time to go!
Time to go, says Derek Boyer, the only man now who can prevent Rob Dixon from winning his second event. Similar to the Africa Stone, much, much heavier, of course, and that was an event where Derek Boyer didn't perform all that well, but he has won 2 events so far. Now then, heading towards 100 degrees. Rob Dixon's target, 190. Boyer's blown it, and he's blown it big time. He's going to end up in 3rd place. Well, I hope he's not injured, but Rob Dixon has won this event comfortably.
What a result for the man from York, out on his own, and knowing that Girard's failure has put the Englishman in with a real chance of qualifying for the final. It's going to be nip and tuck to the finish now. Girard is the man under pressure. How bad news is that for you for qualifying, do you think?
Oh, very bad. But there's still 12 points to pick up. Then those 2 events, I know them. Then we see, you know, that's the fun things about this competition. You know, you got to fight to get into the final. And now we're going to find out if I'm a real fighter.
The penultimate event takes us to the Roman Baths for some pretty straightforward powerlifting. These giant axles weigh 120 kilograms. Hugo Girard is the world record holder for log lifting, and he was fine and dandy with this. 11 repetitions for him. Rob Dixon found the pace a bit hot. He managed 9 though, which was pretty good. And as for Derek Boyer, well, maybe this could be a crucial moment because he could only manage 8. Which meant that 6 points went to the Canadian, and he was right back in the frame. Rob Dixon was level with Whit Baskin in 2nd place, Boyer back in 4th, which meant that there was just 1 point separating the top 3 men, Dixon, Boyer and Girard.
Now it's a battle between me and the stone, and hopefully the best man going to win, and it's going to be me.
I'll give it 100% tomorrow and leave the rest to fate.
I think the next story is don't panic too much, because if you chew on the first 2, you've no chance. So think about it nice and clean, take your time, then after that go like buggery.
And he and the rest will be going like that with some old friends down on the beach. So it all comes down to the Atlas stones, you know them well, but more specifically, it probably comes down to this single stone. There's just 1 point separating the top 3 men in this group, 2 places at stake in the final, and you might reasonably expect them to lift 4 onto this wall, but 5, this weighs 165 kilograms, 350 pounds, and it could be the difference between a place in the final and the first flight home.
Big moments then for Hugo Girard and Whit Baskin. Girard on the far side. He's one of only a very, very few men ever in World's Strongest Man who's lifted all 5 stones. The first, comparatively light, 95 kilos, 15 stones in weight, and both men absolutely throw it up. The next one, 105 kilos, 16 stones. Girard flying, Baskin a whisker behind him. The time for each stone to go up is crucial as well. If neither of them did 5 stones, the time for each stone is being counted by the marshals. And Girard is on the last already. Baskin the 4th. The American going well. Now, can Hugo Girard do 5? Unbelievable. He's just got a couple of inches to go. Can he hold it? Yes, he can, surely. We're watching Baskin, but Girard has done it. That is absolutely brilliant. 46.9 seconds. And Baskin surely has finished. And even Baskin's getting encouragement from Hugo's girlfriend, but Girard has produced a magnificent performance. Time has run out. Girard is going to be very hard to beat, and it's Dixon and Boyer next.
Happy with that?
Very happy. Now the pressure is on the last 2 competitors. I did what I had to do, so now we'll see if it was enough.
Well, it's irrelevant what Hugo Girard has done as far as Rob Dixon is concerned. All Dixon has to do now is beat this man, Derek Boyer, to go into the final for the very first time. Speed is going to be very important. Boyer is away first. He gets the first one up just ahead of Dixon. Rob Dixon's about 6 inches shorter than Derek Boyer. That is a big disadvantage. And Boyer is leading. Oh, he's rammed that one into the wall. Dixon gets it on. So Dixon moves ahead. This could be crucial. This ball that Dixon's on at the moment weighs just as much as he does, and he's made it look like a featherweight. Boyer should have put that one on his shoulder. The Fijian is really struggling. Dixon is ahead. This one 130 kilos, and he's done it again. Can he do the 5th? Derek Boyer, I think, is going to lose out on a place in the final unless he can do the 5th stone. It's all come down to this. Both men absolutely exhausted. Dixon is going to have a good go at it here. Oh, the hands are burning, the legs are burning. I don't think Derek Boyer's going to do it. Frustration from Derek Boyer. He's blown his chances. Dixon knows he's made it into the final. Fantastic effort from Rob Dixon. Tremendous stuff. Dixon's done it.
Brilliant.
In the final?
In the final win there. Yorkie boy in the final. Nice one, well chuffed. Well chuffed.
Beat that for drama right at the end. Glory for Dixon, heartbreak for Boyer.
No good.
Does it make you more determined to come back? And
It does. It does. I'm not a quitter, and all it means is I just have to work harder and make amends next time. So I'll see you next year.
So close and yet so far for Boyer, so it's Gerard and Dixon who'll make it through to the final of the Metrex Trophy. Well, here you go. Congratulations on getting through to the final and winning your heat. Looking in pretty good shape, so you must fancy your chances of actually winning it this year. I must just tell you, though, I went on safari this morning, desperate to find an elephant somewhere, and I've looked absolutely everywhere, and I just can't see it.